All right. So the first topic today that I want to talk to you about, Chris, is I want to discuss whether or not you think Pokemon has ruined the experience of opening booster boxes. And to kind of preface the discussion, I got back into opening Pokemon around Darkness Ablaze Vivid Voltage. And my first Darkness Ablaze box, my only Darkness Ablaze box, I got the Charizard VMAX. So I was spoiled coming in and got really excited after that. Was like, oh my god. And then after that, I opened like a ton of Vivid Voltage, like a ton of boxes of Vivid Voltage. And Vivid Voltage had a lot of kind of guaranteed hits in it where you'd get, I think I got a secret in every box. I got at least two amazing rares in every box. I got at least a full art trainer or full art Pokemon card in every box. It seemed like every box had one or two fairly large hits that kind of made it feel worth the amount of money that you were spending.
Yeah.
And then obviously you know and I know the last two sets, Chilling Reign and Battle Styles, have been very weird in terms of hits. It's like some boxes have a ton of hits and a ton of alternate arts, and then some boxes are just like complete duds, and the best thing you get is one full art Pokemon card.
Yeah,
Um,
sure.
so it's kind of gone in terms of pull rate. It seems to have dipped pretty low. Now with Evolving Skies coming out, this one's really interesting too because the set is massive and it looks awesome. It's got the Rayquazas and the Eevees and all that, but I've seen people open boxes where the best card they get is a VMAX, just a normal VMAX, not even a full art card at all.
Out of a whole booster
A
box?
whole booster box,
Hmm.
which is crazy to me because you have a set that has 72 full arts and secrets in it, and you can't guarantee at least a full art. To me, that seems a little crazy, especially when booster boxes are, I think distributor prices are what, like 85, $90, something like that, and we're buying them for 120 at a good price,
Sure.
pre-order.
Yeah.
So $120 and the best you get is a VMAX or two. That definitely, you're gonna walk away from that experience with a pretty negative attitude.
Oh yeah. Well, especially if you only walk away with one VMAX for sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
I can see that being an issue. Um to start with, I guess. As far as like comparing battle styles and Chilling Reign to things like Vivid Voltage and Darkness Ablaze, I don't have the numbers in front of me as far as like how many Pokemon cards were in those particular sets. But it felt like to me, Vivid Voltage had a lot, or not, maybe not a lot, but a bit less of a count than say something like Battle Styles and Chilling Reign. Those sets are pretty huge, honestly.
yeah, they're massive.
Um,
They're massive.
but but then you also had things that helped supplement Vivid Voltage, like the Amazing Rares, right? So I feel like you said earlier, we were pretty spoiled right out of the gate because I that's when I got back into collecting Pokemon cards too, right? And then things like Shining Fates or Shining Star V, comes out, and suddenly we're spoiled to a ton of hollows and secret rares and all this other stuff. And I pulled the shiny Charizard and everything from that set. So like I was, of course, I'm
Yeah,
going to
in,
be
in what
spoiled,
what
right?
your sixth freaking pack or whatever it was, and I'm
Yeah,
sitting here
buddy.
opening 100. Like, I'll get it eventually. No, I won't.
Yeah, you
No, I
poor
won't.
poor boy. But yeah, no. It feels like for sure that as far as like 2020 Pokemon card, at least people getting back into the hobby in general in 2020 were treated uh, very highly, right? With the amount of stuff that was coming out.
Yeah,
What with Evolving Skies and the overall the inclusion or the uh, departure from Amazing Rares from Battle Styles, we might be seeing the Pokemon Company perhaps trying to curb people's expectations when it comes to collecting Pokemon cards.
so you think in some
Um,
way it could be deliberate, possibly, to
Yeah.
decrease the pull rate. Do you think that somehow demand and kind of the craziness of the last year of scalping and all that craziness in stores and trying to get supply out there, do you think they're trying to kind of like temper people's excitement by purposefully lowering or at least making it more of a gamble, I guess, than it was
Yeah.
previously to try and do that?
Maybe, right? Of course, we don't know anything about that. This is all
Yeah.
purely speculation, but that's what it looks like to me anyway. And that may or may not be a good thing, right?
Yeah.
Suddenly, you don't have people fighting in front of Targets and WalMarts, beating kids up for Pokemon card packs, right?
No, I
Because
mean,
suddenly the pull rates aren't as good,
yeah.
right?
Typically, I can walk into my Target during the week and see, some Battle Styles, some Chilling Reign, sometimes some Vivid Voltage, boosters
Yeah.
and stuff. And it's definitely gotten better in terms of that. But has it gotten better because supply is higher? Or has it gotten better because the sets are lackluster? It's a
Right.
little,
Yeah. And that's really where we don't know all those numbers are at.
yeah.
So, those may have been some very unlucky Evolving Skies booster boxes,
I've
maybe,
seen it.
but like,
It just I've seen a varying scale. I've seen people get three full art alternate arts in a box, and I saw this with Chilling Reign too. And then you see someone who gets one full art non alternate art Pokemon, and that's it. So it's a
yeah,
wide variety, and it doesn't seem like there's really anything guaranteed apart from some V's and some V Maxes at this point
yeah,
with Evolving Skies. And it honestly it makes me a little less. I think Evolving Skies is an amazing looking set. Um,
yeah,
it makes me look more toward, okay, I maybe like the EV side of Evolving Skies a little bit more than the Rayquaza side, for instance. I do like the
hmm,
Rayquaza cards. I think they're beautiful, and the Dragonite cards and stuff like that. But
yeah,
the EV cards are more. I like the evolutions. They're kind of more my speed. So honestly, I would maybe gravitate toward just picking up more EV heroes from the Japanese side of things because that's exclusively EV stuff.
right,
Um, Instead of trying my luck spending the same amount of money and not having a guaranteed anything coming out of an English booster box. So
yeah.
yeah, it's
It's weird,
difficult.
man.
It is. It's such a nice set, and like I said, 72 secret rares in full art Pokemon cards. You think that they
Is it
would be
really that
able?
many? Holy
Yes, I
cow!
counted them before we started.
Jesus!
Yeah,
Oh my god!
72 in the set are full art or higher in terms of rarity. I think there's like 10 gold cards or maybe 8 gold cards or something like that. Like there's it's a big set. It's a big set.
Yeah,
It just seems weird. Like I have kind of gone into opening some other TCGs recently. I opened a Digimon box, the new Digimon set.
yeah.
I opened a Dragon Ball Super box set, and those have been really fun. And Digimon, I think there's only like 4 or 5 secret rares in that box, and they guarantee you 2. Or maybe they guarantee you 1 with the possibility of getting 2. I think that's what it is.
Okay,
Um,
that ain't bad. That's
no,
cool.
no, and they're less expensive. They're less expensive because they're Digimon instead of Pokemon. But the Digimon
Yeah.
cards are really cool. But yeah, they do at least guarantee you. You're gonna make you. Is it fair to say, for the listeners, that um, I maybe look at Pokemon and maybe approach it more from a monetary perspective than you might from more maybe like a collecting perspective?
Yeah, because I'm definitely more on the collecting side of things.
Yeah.
I'm trying to sell off a lot of my older stuff just because I don't really have that much of an attachment to my older collections in that same regard as the newer stuff. I love all the modern sets and the art from everything and that kind of stuff. So for me, I'm coming after it as a collector's perspective.
Yeah.
If I get duplicates of some things, yeah, I'll get them graded or trade them or put them in a deck for when things like more things start opening back up again. As far as like actually playing the TCG, you come from more of a, I think someplace similar, right? If there's something that you get that you like, you're going to add it to your collection. But if it's something that you maybe either get a duplicate of, or maybe not have as much sentimental value to you, you're probably going to, toss it and sell it, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So,
definitely. Or a lot of times it's grade based. So if something gets
mhm.
like higher than a 9, I'll keep it if I like the card. If it gets
Yeah,
less than that, I'll try and sell it to recoup some money,
right.
stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, I have definitely purposefully spent money on cards to make money off that card after
Yeah,
I grade it or whatever. Oh, I did want to say, I mean, I prefaced it by just saying that we got in around the Darkness Ablaze, Vivid Voltage time, similar
yeah,
time, and
yeah,
so this could be normal for all I know. Like maybe booster boxes prior to when we got in were like this. And you guys can let
right.
us know in the comments. It's very possible that we got spoiled immediately and then booster boxes prior to us getting into the hobby were like this, and this is normal, and we are just now in this time where we've been spoiled and now we need to adjust to what is normal.
Yeah,
So yeah, definitely let us know that too if this is kind of to be expected going forward from things,
right.
because yeah, I mean,
The last thing I'll maybe say on it too is that, like, while it does kind of suck to only maybe get a VMAX from, a booster box, I don't know. I don't know if this is maybe a separate topic or whatever, but like, do you think like secret rares and ultra rares and stuff like that should be of this rare quality, right? Something that like they like to, as the name sort of suggests, right?
yeah.
Be kind of hard to get,
Well,
right?
I definitely think that they should be hard to get. There definitely should be some rarity to them, but there's just it gets to a certain point, and I've experienced this a few times this year where I bought 10 Shining Fates ETBs to open the Charizard. I could have
Yeah.
bought right now I could go on TCG Player and probably buy 4 of those Charizards for the same amount of money that I spent on those ETBs, and I definitely didn't make my money back out of those ETBs.
Yeah.
So there comes a point when a card is rarer than the amount of money spent on it, maybe, or like
Yeah.
you like with that example, you could open hundreds of packs of Shining Fates and never hit the Charizard, and you're spending all of that money when you could just buy the Charizard and save so much money for yourself. Maybe
Yeah.
that's normal for every situation. Maybe if you really want a specific card, you probably should just buy it, because
Yeah.
if you're opening that set just for one card, just buy the card.
Right.
Like,
Well, and I was telling you, closer to Shining Fates coming out and the sort of closure that was Vivid Voltage, it got to a point where I was like, okay, it's no longer financially wise to continue buying individual packs, booster boxes, whatever, when I only have so few cards left to finish the set.
yeah.
I'm just going to go on to TCG Player or eBay or whatever to fill in those gaps. And now I have a full, complete master set of Vivid Voltage. But
Well,
it does get to the point where, like, yeah, booster boxes, booster packs are just no longer, like, yeah, it's fun to open packs, for the love of it, because that's also in and of itself a whole thing,
oh yeah,
right?
yeah.
Of just
The
having fun
thrill
opening
of
packs. Yeah.
whether or not you're gonna get something. Yeah,
Right, or getting more cards to fill out a deck or whatever, of like the commons and uncommons and stuff. But
yeah,
when you're trying to collect for a bigger set, it just makes no sense at that point.
yeah.
So that's why I love places like TCG Player. Although I know you haven't had too much luck with them recently.
Very hit or miss. Very very hit or miss for me.
Yeah. But
The older the card, the more iffy it is. So if you're looking for modern, I think you'll do pretty fine on TCG Player, because they literally rip them out of the pack and sell them on TCG Player.
yeah,
I've been looking at cards that are 5-10 years old, and when you get them in near mint is like bent in half. So it's like it's a little bit different for sure.
that's so strange.
Well, I mean I can definitely say that this idea of whether or not Pokemon is doing it purposefully or not, of impacting
Yeah,
the pull rates to kind of maybe discourage people from being crazy about the product anymore. whether or not that's happening, but it does seem the pull rates are getting more difficult as more sets come out. And to be honest, like Chilling Reign, I would have loved to open more Chilling Reign, but my experiences with the boxes in Chilling Reign were so bad that I just didn't buy any more boxes. I was just like, you know what, I'm just not gonna buy any more because I'll pick up a few boosters here and there when I see it, but I'm not gonna spend over $100 on a box. All the boxes I opened of Chilling Reign, the best cards I got was like a full art Celebi, which the full art Celebi is amazing, but it's like $5.
Yeah.
So it's like I can't really justify a $120 booster box if the possibility is there of only pulling, a $5 card. I'd rather just spend $120 and buy the, alternate art Galarian Moltres card because it's my favorite card in the set. But that's, so it did discourage me in the last 2 months of just not buying any more booster boxes of Chilling Reign, even though I would have liked to open more.
Right. Well, and and this gets into like, well, does it, like, say Chilling Reign, for example, were a lot of the ultra rares and secret rares, cards that were, appealing to you, right? And maybe for someone else, then absolutely. But if you didn't think you had too much connection to, any of the other like birds or what else was in that set? Like Metagross, I think.
Gold Snorlax, I think, was in that set.
Yeah.
So
for something like Evolving Skies, I'll probably start buying more of that because, like you, I only got like the 2 booster boxes and maybe a couple packs of Chilling Reign, and like that was it.
Yeah.
There's way more cards in Evolving Skies that I'm like, yep, I need that in my collection.
But yeah, so hopefully the boxes we get are loaded. I hope everyone else, everyone that watches this, has good luck with their boxes as well. But yeah, I have seen some kind of scary dud boxes out there with not much to show for, it.